What's happening, everybody? Christopher James here at BLI and Outdoors, and today we're gonna go outside and I'm gonna show you 3 wild edibles that you probably have in your neighborhood. They make great salads, and I'm gonna teach you all about them and why you should be foraging them today. This is neighborhood foraging, so come along and I'll show you how to do it. So obviously we're just out here in just a community park, and I'm gonna show you guys just some real easy ones that you could find just in locations like this, in your own backyard, wherever it may be. And we're gonna start with one of my favorites, and we're gonna get a little bit into the woods. Right here, we have a spruce. These spruces start getting these little new growths. And you can find them just on the tips here. The needles of the spruce tree are sharply pointed and can roll between your fingers. They are also attached individually to the branches, which is different than pine, whose needles grow in clusters. And the spruce cones are smooth, have thin scales, and are actually quite flexible. This again is different from a pine. Next, we're going to be doing one that everybody seems to know, and that would be the dandelion. Dandelions are actually members of the sunflower family. There is typically only one flower per stem, and those flowers are yellow in color. The mature flowers create puffballs, which are individual seeds that are carried away by parachute-like hairs with the slightest breeze or breath. These seeds have been known to travel in the wind as much as 5 miles away. Let's talk about the clover now. Clover is also known as trefoil, which means 3-leaf. Each stem has a small leaf, and each leaf will have a small white V or crescent. The clover will produce flowers between the early spring and late fall, and the blooms form a spherical cluster that looks like a small ball. I want to give you guys a little bit of a bonus one here. So we're obviously down on this catwalk, and we are surrounded, and I mean surrounded, by one of the most floral plants around. The old faithful lilac. It's a little known fact that the lilac is actually a member of the olive family. The entire plant itself can grow to be about 20 to 25 feet tall, and the small trumpet-shaped flowers can grow to about 1/4 of an inch across and 1/3 of an inch long, with 4 spreading lobes. The biggest thing when you're eating any of these wild edibles is that you know what you're picking from. I only ate a little bit here because I know this is a very densely populated, heavily trafficked, and landscaped area. But if you're in the wild, you'd be more than able to just pick them right off and eat them just right out of there, washed up. All of these can be cooked. Dandelions specifically, they're used very, very well in salads. A lot of the spruce tips that we saw from these trees up over here, you're able to make into teas or eat them right off the tree like you saw with me. Clovers, same deal. You could add them into your salads, or you could just eat them raw, making a tea. And with lilacs, same. You can make a tea out of them or eat them right off of the bush themselves.